What's up, guys? Well, off to another day. It's a Sunday. It's a beautiful day. Welcome back to Off-Road Diaries. I'm Jonathan, yada, yada, yada. You're used to hearing it all. I'm just saying it because it's the same thing. You say things out of repetitious behavior. It becomes habit, and once you have habit, some are good, some are bad. Make sure you have good habits. Courtney came to help me out today. I keep saying I'm going to clean this freaking shop up, and then I get sidetracked. Honestly, I've been sidetracked for a minute. Courtney's here helping me. We got all the wires ran through, putting this section back together now. It's kind of a pain on this side because the subwoofer's there and this is here and there's like this much space in the firewall, but we got it fished through. Let's show you. Bam! Those suckers are bright. I'm serious, guys. They are the brightest freaking lights for mirrors on the market. I mean, they're freaking bright. Press the button, doop, they're all off. Huge shout out to Sector 7 for wanting to work with us. I've been a fan of theirs for years. I've ran their stuff on multiple cars that we've had in the past. I've put them on a ton of customers' cars. Let me put it to you like this. Let's say I really like the Chupacabra mirrors. I think they're Creveros or something. I can't pronounce it, but they look really sick. And you put the pod lights on it. And this is no hate towards Nick. I love you, Nick. You're an awesome guy. I just like the Sector 7s myself. It's an all-in-one unit. And these things are so bright. I swear, you don't need any lights other than those. Cool thing about these that I really like is what you do is you basically set your car up at night with your mirrors angled the right way for the lights. And then you lock it all down and you can move this section. See how it moves? So in other words, you don't have to sacrifice your light position for what your mirror does. With any of these other mirrors where you mount the lights off of, at least the ones I can think of that I personally like and think they're good looking mirrors, you can't, you basically set it either way. Now they do make pods that attach that I think you can move up and down. I don't know if they swivel or not. Somebody in the comments correct me. I'm sure I'm wrong because I'm great at being wrong. But I will say this, guys. These freaking lights, they're great lights. And they're great mirrors. And they have, just like with the other mirror, it does have a little contour to it. And as crazy as that sounds, it's better than a flat mirror because it just creates more of a widened path of view. So, anyways. You want some Sector 7 mirrors? Reach out to me. They'll be on our website. We would really appreciate you supporting the brands that support us. They are expensive. They make less expensive ones that cost a little less than these. These are cool. They got all these cool functions like this. You can change all your accents. You turn them on like that. Like that. I don't even know how many functions there are in here, but there's a bunch of them. I kind of like that. And that changes your color. I'm colorblind, so I guess I'll have Chris to help figure out what color we need. I don't know. There's tons of different colors. I don't know all which colors there are in there, but I know there's a bunch. I'll be more educated on these after I use them a couple times. Boys and girls, please excuse the mess. This will actually be cleaned up by the end of the video. Yet again, we're working with Viper. Let's tear this bad boy up real quick because I love their shifters. They're great, especially if you're a rock crawler or really any sticky situation because of the way that it springs into reverse. And it looks really good. And it just gives a smoother feel. Like it gives just a good solid feel when you're shifting the gear. That plastic and metal, and it just feels so cheap on my hands. I know what you're thinking, guys. Bougie. Let's see. I'm pretty sure this is a raw one. I actually planned on doing a powder coating it, but I'm gonna look at it really quick. I could still install it. So, this is a Viper shifter, guys. If you don't know who they are, you must have just got into the machine stuff, and that's cool. They gave me a sticker, but we've already got a sticker on there somewhere. Yeah, right there. I was thinking about powder coating it, guys, but honestly, it's such a good looking shifter. And the center console is already painted. We got Courtney back, guys. He came back. He said he just wanted to go get something to drink. I think it's just because I'm working him too hard. Am I working you too hard, Courtney? Never. Okay, all right. Courtney's my buddy, guys, who comes and helps me out a lot and charges me $500 an hour, but I pay it. Check that out. Like the fit and finish is just so freaking perfect on these shifters, guys. I hate this job. That's why I pay Courtney the big bucks, like I was saying a second ago. We got to get this side panel off right here. But the problem is, wood Polaris, every single thing is layered on top of itself. So this is layered on top of this, and then this is layered on top of that. But guess what? If you want to take this out, this is layered on top of this. We'll be back momentarily after I cuss this stupid machine out. I know what you guys are thinking. Jonathan, why do you have a magnet in your hand? Or Jonathan, why are you wearing flip-flops in the shop? Because I don't care, guys, that's why. And I don't care if you care. I just dropped a freaking bolt. Are these stainless steel? Is stainless steel magnetized? Oh, it's not. Damn it. And I just dropped another one in there. At least that one.
Note to self, put rags on for me.
God, I forgot all about those stupid holes. Comment below, guys, how many of you guys have actually had a simple job? Well, this isn't a simple job, but had a job that should have been simple and turned into chaos because you lost your freaking bolts. I know some of you have. Courtney's over here doing his magic. It's not a fun job, but you only got to do it once if you do it right, right? But we did have to take apart the whole entire car because Polaris said, hey, it's a great idea because we layer that on top of that, which layers on top of that, which then this is also layered by this piece right here. So you have to layer all, you have to take all this stuff apart to get this one thing. And then no, because you couldn't take this out because now you got this section here that's also layered. So then you got to pull the whole front fascia section all just get down there. So I suggest, guys, if you're doing a Viper shifter, take those sections off and then you kind of just take all these bolts out and then kind of pull this out of the way. Now that's honestly going to be the best bet because you can't get this center console out without taking a bunch of other stuff apart, and that's a dumb. We're reusing the old slider that it goes in. We reused the white bushings that are on the end of that. This is not an install video, it's just giving you guys an idea. Slide this old, okay, it's gonna go up. Okay, forward a little bit.
I think we're gonna have to do some adjusting. We gotta make sure these are clipping in. Are those clips gonna work with this shifter?
Yep, they're designed for it. And just a, you want to stick the screwdriver? Well, I guess maybe they are just a little bit tight. Can we, you know,
looks like it.
Not on this side. On this side it needs to go forward. Get a, maybe get a pry bar and we can just, let me see something real quick. We put all our panel back in, guys. This is stupid. What's your thoughts on this, Courtney?
I just broke a bolt. So.
You broke a bolt? Damn.
Yeah.
I'm telling you guys are Milwaukee fans, man. That torque right there, that's Dodge Ram 3500 high output Cummins torque right there. I've actually broke more bolts than I like to admit with that.
I was surprised.
That's okay. We'll take $500 out of your paycheck. This is the finished product. Well, it's not the finished product. It's close to it, but everything's in there. Everything's tight. Should be in neutral right now. But I'll show you all the finished stuff here in a second. Oh no, there's a spider. Die. Courtney's lubed up the bottom. Show the bottom real quick, Courtney. This is you and the guy she tells you not to worry about. That's pretty much what's going on here. You gotta just force on it. Courtney lubed her up. Oh, she does go down there. See, we're good, man. We're good.
Where does it live at down there?
Yeah, all the way at the bottom, below that little bevel, that section right there, and then beautiful. Look at that.
We on it?
Let's go. Doot. And then there we go. So
let's get this down.
Yeah, so it clips in there, guys, into that section. Goes down, and then
fasten that to the fancy bracket we just put in.
Yeah, the fancy bracket that may or may not have a missing bolt to it. Honestly, I was thinking about coloring it, but even if I do want to color it, I would still leave this middle section here, billet, just because I like to have a little bit of shiny stuff. Lucille is kind of gaudy and shiny and sparkly. Comment below, guys. What do you think? Do you like the way the billet looks just by itself, or do you think I should color match some of the stuff with a little bit of gold. Because I was thinking about maybe doing this plate gold and then the Viper machine shifter knob gold. What would you do, Courtney? Would you leave it this billet?
I would.
I like the color. I mean, I like the look.
I was born in '81 too, though. So.
Oh, okay. So it's all about that, them shiners and the rims and the shiny stuff.
Straight stacks and Peterbilts.
Oh, there you go. Beautiful. Look at that, guys. And now we put the icing on top of the cake. Doop. Neutral. Reverse. Now I want to show you guys why. If you have no idea why this shifter is like this, if you are in a shit situation, you're typically crawling in low when you're rock crawling, and you're about to go doop like that, you just bam. You can shove it as fast as you want. It's never going to go into park or anything. So, but high is normal. You know what I mean? And there you go. Just like that, guys. And it just feels better too. Feels nice and firm. Beautiful. I will say the one design flaw, well, there's a few, but not many on this car, is the old style cars, they used a rod that went from the shifter. It was one single rod that created one single action. Here, you've got two cables, and you guys that are OG subscribers, y'all know the hell that I went through. I broke this cable. I try my hardest not to like shift it hard, but the cables go into here. If you guys are having a problem, y'all can pull this plate off. There's a butterfly behind it, and you can tighten up the shifter. For example, I will show you guys on Josh's car when I get it in here. I've got to pull it apart because the shifter's really loose. He has a Viper shifter also, but these cables stretch. And the problem is when they stretch so much that it doesn't want to put you in gear. Also, I think Upfit installed that Viper shifter. I'm not sure. They may have not adjusted it right. I'm not going to say nothing negative about Upfit. They're a great company. But it could just be stretching throughout time. And Josh just only drove that car 3 times. So I think it just wasn't set really well. Anyhow, all right. Courtney's going to button this thing back up. I'm going to start putting my hands on all the nuts and bolts of the supercharger. Because essentially, we're getting close to done. All right, guys. Everything is back together. Viper shifter's looking great. Here's where we're at. Not going to end the video yet in this second, but here shortly. I'm leaving all this section off because I'm going to take it on a little test drive, I think. I'm not sure. I may just send it up to St. Anthony's and just go. Seems to work out good sometimes. Seems to be a terrible idea if I didn't do everything right and I don't catch it here at the shop. I just hate changing tires. I don't like to change tires, guys. I don't know anybody that likes to change the tires. So I've just cleaned up the shop a lot. Put all my tools away to get ready because we got to take care of this beast out here. Let's go see what Krista and Miles are doing. It's Sunday and my guess is they're still in their PJs. Because that's what I'd rather be doing. But the good news is I got the stuff done that I didn't want to do, and it's done now. So we don't have much else to do on Lucille. My goal is to be completely done with it by tonight. Pretty close to it, so I don't feel bad walking out of the shop right now. What you got there, buddy? You got some jerky? Yeah.
Does that name sound familiar?
Well, guys, that's the end of this video for today. We threw a Viper shifter in, got some Sector 7 lights all wired up. Everything's working good as it should. Krista is over there. She's making chicken parmesan. I don't know. Been on this Italian fix lately. What'd you say about that? You hungry? Yeah? I'm going to keep on recording. Got lots of things going on this week and try to remember to press record. I've just been so freaking busy. We're watching a movie. It's Sunday, guys. We're going to eat some dinner. But otherwise, we'll see you on Wednesday. And thanks for watching. It's a simple video, but at least kind of showed you guys what's going on with Lucille. So have a great morning, day, or night, wherever you are. And say goodbye. Say bye-bye.